All right, fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. And my name is Judson Powell. All right. Continue to talk about the things that 2023 is going to bring is ushering in a spiritual revival, if you will. And I'm not talking about church. I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about any of that. But there are certain people that right now that are being singled out and spiritually singled out. So if you get spiritually singled out, don't trip. There's nothing bad is about to happen. In fact, everything that's about to happen is all good, especially for our folks. All right. So, and that's what this video is really about. It's about saying, look, for people that are in my age range, I'm 60 years old. So people that are in my age range, it's time for you to restart or revamp or get something, because by now, you should have figured out what your purpose is and what your calling is. You should know that by now. And if you don't know that, then what I suggest is that you start to meditate. And in fact, I suggest that everybody start to meditate, and that all Black folks, guess what? Y'all need to teach your children also how to meditate, because right now they're being stifled because they're not allowed to be open and honest and all of this stuff. Even this stuff about cancel culture. Cancel culture is what? Is to harness energy that has different energy than what the people in control are about to put out or have been putting out. So we have to match their vibration and their energy in order to be successful. So, and it doesn't mean to do the same things that they did. What it means is like whatever your calling is and whatever your purpose is, then you should be like full steam ahead. Right now, full steam ahead. No breaks, no nothing. No full stops, no none of that stuff. Just keep going. And the thing is like try to manage to do something small towards your goal or towards your vision every single day. And that will make you feel a lot better. And as opposed to a better way to say it, it just make you feel good to accomplish your goals. And the other thing is most people, when they're looking at their goals, they're thinking in terms of themselves, when really the universe, when it gives us a goal or something that we have to do, the universe gives us these things because number one, they're important. And number two, your gifts are to help other people. Your gift is not to help you. Your gift is to help other people. Your gift is not to help you. That's how come when people start doing all this stuff, they're like, well, I've been praying and doing that, and it didn't work. and it doesn't work. And a lot of what you're saying is things that religion and that the church has taught you, and that all of these outside sources, these gurus and self-help people, and the whole the people on television and all of that kind of stuff, right? So and that's why I kind of tell us stop watching the news, stop all that stuff, because until you can watch this stuff or look at it from the standpoint of it's just entertainment. It's just entertainment. But the problem is that we as a people, for some reason, we can't just see things as entertainment, but we got to put ourselves in the picture too. Especially when it comes down to all the negativity surrounding the music that's out right now. And a lot of the music that's been out since the late 80s and early 90s, a lot of the music is degrading. Okay, we gotta cut out. And I said something to a couple of people, and I was like, should we continue to use the N-word? That was like my thing, to start. That was the conversation starter. Should we continue to use the N-word? Should we continue to call women B's and H's? In fact, women call themselves B's and H's more than men do. But it gives us men, or gives a lot of men, like they feel like, well, they call themselves that, so why can't we call it? Which is the same argument that white folks try to say when they want to say the N-word. Same argument. It's like, well, y'all call yourselves the N-word all the time. So, it's in the language, it's in the vocabulary, it's in the culture. So how come we can't use it? Which is a legitimate question. It really is. It's a legitimate question. I wouldn't. Now, if I'm a white boy, I'm definitely not going to try to say it, and all this kind of stuff. And it's really weird because, and this is a story that I hate to tell, but when I was in jail, there was a white boy who was an Aryan, who drawing the Aryan Brotherhood or whatever, and so he drew this picture of a monkey. It put underneath the monkey that he drew, he put in, the N-word. And he left it on the table where the brothers sit, where the black, the brothers sit. And so he left this thing, and everybody was just like, they knew it. And the bad part about it was they knew it was him because he was sitting up on the rock drawing this stuff every day until it was completed. And then he thought he would, drop it off. Anyway, long story short, they was going to kill him. Because we was in jail. They was going to literally murder this dude, right? And so the first thing that comes to my mind is no. Y'all cannot. And by the way, at that particular time, I was fully into the church. And so I was teaching Bible study in there. And it was just like, and I was like, no, y'all can't kill this dude, because it's not the fact that he's dead, but it's the fact that you are going to mess up your karma over something and somebody that doesn't really, come into your picture. So, and that's what I try to tell them. And anyway, that's the thing that you got to look at. You got to look at the fact of, look, you cannot allow these people to take you out of your character. And in fact, we have a morality that we need to keep, because the more good and the more moral we are, the more the universe will respond to us, because that's what moves things in the universe. See, negative energy does not move the universe. Positive energy moves the universe, but the negative energy is always all around us. It's always all around us. So we got to understand that energy exists, but we got to make our own energy. We got to start vibrating higher, doing higher, looking higher, dreaming higher, being higher, whatever it takes, because that's what we're destined to do. All of the people, and like I said, so get your whatever your dream, your plan, whatever it is, put it together. And then he said, well, I'm old, and you ain't old. That's why I made that video about time. About time. Time does not exist. It only exists if you allow it to exist. You're going to come on this earth when it's time, and then you're going to leave this earth when it's time, but it ain't your time. So since it ain't your time, and what I'm trying to say is time, you do not possess time. Time is possessed by sources outside of you. So don't do things based on time, right? You can't. Because whatever it is that your dream is, or whatever it is your purpose is, or whatever it is that you're put here in this earth realm to do, You just do it. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about it, and don't worry about none of that. We always hear about like some lady graduated from college at 90 years old or stuff like that, because because she didn't allow time to influence her decision. See, a lot of people, they're fearful of time, especially young people. Young people think, oh no, I've done this and did it, and I'm 25 years old. So I laugh. Being 60, I can laugh at a 25-year-old and say, you ain't even, you haven't even scratched the surface. You haven't scratched the surface of what you're sent here to do. Not even, you haven't even, and even people my age have not begun to scratch the surface, because until you reach enlightenment, until you can open that sixth chakra and get to this area up here where you're outside of your body. I don't know if I was in my body or I was out of my body. And I heard things that were unmentionable, that men were not supposed to hear. I don't know if I was in my body or out of my body. And that's where you got to be, because that's what exalts you over all the negativity. That's why I was saying, see, if they would have killed that boy, then what would have happened? All of that negative karma, all of that negative vibration and that negative energy, no matter what you say, is still going to surround you. Why do people people think all the time that they can escape, certain things, and you can't. Once you have put your karma on something, it's hard to escape it, because now you've got the attention of the universe. And once you have that attention, there's not a whole lot that you can really do about it. So I'm saying that before you get there, think about all of the atrocities and all of the things that they have done to us, and that we turn the other cheek. That's money in the universal bank. See, the whole time that we were that's money in the universal bank. And eventually what's going to happen is that our account balance is going to be higher than the oppressors. See, you got that moral account, and it's on your karma, and it keeps adding up. And now I'm trying to tell you that at the point we are in history right now, it's about to overflow. It's about to explode. It's about to overflow. Whatever it is that you were sent here to do, whatever your purpose is, whatever you're supposed to be doing, just do even if you just do a little bit, even if you spend, if you got 5 jobs and a wife and 20 kids or whatever, spend 10 minutes a day doing whatever it is your purpose is to be here. Because right now, you've got a wave. You've got a wave of energy, of vibration just overtaking you. And you don't even realize it if you're not in tune to your spiritual self. That's why we say meditate. The kingdom of God is within you. There's nothing. Look, the whole outside thing is just to pluck your nerves and to be opposition. Because what? Once again, everything comes down to balance. And if there's no negative energy, to balance your positive energy, then it's disingenuous. It's not real. It's not really real. So that's why I keep telling y'all, if you're getting the negative energy, and if you've had a whole bunch of negative energy throughout your lifetime or surrounding you and stuff like that, look, forget about it. Mount up, do what you got to do. Mount up and do what you got to do. That's all you can say. Mount up and do what you got to do. because you got the universe behind you. You have the spiritual, you got the ancestors behind you. The ancestors are fighting on your behalf right freaking now. Anyway, fastest 15 minutes is up. My name is Judson Powell. Like button, subscribe button, hit all the buttons, but most of all, get started doing something, because you got some big stuff that you got to do.